welcome back into our South Reno neighborhood tours. Once again, my name is Ken Eggs, team leader of the Anx Real Estate team. We're out here with Galena Bull and Wholesale Mortgage.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Good, doing great.
Okay, so today we are touring one of our favorite neighborhoods off this Melrose Highway. It's the rolling hills, the Galena Terrace Estates. Lots to love about this neighborhood. So what we're going to do is hop in the car, drive you around, show a lot of the streets in here, and also get some good drone footage. So let's go get in the car and show you this great area. Let's go. So we're back in the car. Once again, we're at the rolling hills, Galena Terrace Estates, a very popular neighborhood, and you'll see why in just a second. So there is a neighborhood over here that's separate. It's Symphony Ranch. D.R. Horton built 2 or 3 years ago. Very different homes. They're very close together, stucco. That's a separate development.
Right, coming right off Melrose Highway here.
Melrose Highway's to our right.
Yep.
So let's just start off with what's going on with the landscape. So it has an HOA. They are responsible for taking care of common area maintenance and snow removal, my understanding. If you want more information on that, obviously you can contact us. So a lot of beautiful things about this neighborhood is proximity. You're right off the Melrose Highway. A lot of people, you can get on the freeway and either go either way into Carson, South Reno. You can go into Sparks pretty quickly, stay on Veterans, or you can get into Carson City. So very centrally located.
Probably, I would say 15-20 minutes to the Melrose Ski Resort.
That's another thing is we like to ski. So there's a church right here.
Yeah.
So beautifully maintained.
Yeah, very nice looking.
And they actually have a park that we noticed down here. So I've sold about a half dozen homes in here. There's a beautiful park right here that's Washoe County owned. So mature, built in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, Lewis Homes. So this is the park. Pretty well maintained.
Yeah, very nice neighborhood park.
Galena Terrace Park. Close to Galena High School is right over there, as you can kind of see. Great schools in here. Now, zonings always change, but it's Hunsberger, it's Marcy Hers, and Galena High. Larger lots, so you'll see lots in here from a 1/4 acre all the way up to half, 3/4 acres, depending on the area. Most people take really good care of their houses in here. Obviously, we like to do these tours on garbage day, so here we are. More garbage trucks being pulled up. I've sold several houses here on Moab, and you can kind of see if you want to pan there.
Yeah,
right
at the G.
So lots of hiking in here. I've sold this house twice.
Oh, famous.
I've sold this house to one of my clients. Yeah, so cul-de-sacs. Most of the you'll see in here, most of the houses are 2-story, but you'll occasionally get these smaller ones. Tile roofs, siding. So they're not typically stucco in here. The siding is the norm in here, a little different than what we've seen in the Monty Ranch. A lot of Montana names, Whitefish, Great Falls. 3-car garage typically, unless you're doing a single story. Another thing is RV parking is allowed, Lena, so that's something that you're always liking to do. So
always love that.
And then
nice trail to the high school.
Yeah, that's just a fire road that goes down. A little bit of city views, so if you get one of these houses on the outside. We go hiking up in here quite a bit. Check out our videos. We've done a lot of drone videos up in there.
It's nice how this whole neighborhood is just tucked right into the hill, so you get a nice picture of the hills just out of everywhere. Yeah.
The other nice thing about this neighborhood is you're below the snow line, which is Thomas Creek. So I mean, you can get some snow here, but you know, if you get above Thomas Creek, which is about a mile up, half a mile, severe snow. So the snow isn't too bad here. Right. Here's a walking path that we go. It leads right up. And there's lots of mountains up there to enjoy. RV parking, so let's show that.
Yeah.
You know, one of the better things too, if you stay on this side, Elena, is try and get a house that is facing south. So if it does snow, it melts it off.
Right.
Because you can get snow in here. Generally younger families in here. A lot of people that have kids. There's Whitefish we kind of talked about.
Yeah.
Tile roofs. So these have good tax basis just because they're 25 years old, so they've depreciated. So the taxes in here are quite a bit less than if you're buying a newer home. Cluster mailboxes. So there's a 3400 model that is a 5-bedroom with a great room. There's a 2600 square foot model, probably the most 2966, most popular model. And then you can have a little view here if you want to go that way.
Yes, definitely.
That's a wash, but it's a great neighborhood. And it's by Lewis Homes. And one of the most important, look at that, they have like a
batting cage back
batting
there.
cage.
Yes, very cool.
So I might have to come over here and hit my son later on
Park
today.
your RV or put in a batting cage.
That's right. So a little bit more lax on HOA rules, but you can kind of see everyone really keeps
great job.
Great job on keeping their landscape up. Some of the houses starting to need some work just because of the age of them, but you'll see a lot of ones getting painted and people keeping it up. But overall, the neighborhood's beautiful. We've already talked about the schools, so if you want to check that out, you can go to our website. The school zoning is always changing, but for right now, it's Hunsberger. We already mentioned Marcy Hertz and Galena. What else in this great neighborhood? 3-car garage. So one of the things that stands out to me when I have buyers in this neighborhood are the home inspections are typically very clean. The other nice thing about this neighborhood is they have crawl spaces.
Yeah.
So typically those are very clean. They did a really good job putting all the appropriate plumbing underneath there. So if you ever have to edit that or modify it, it's easy to do. There are a few rentals in here. You can kind of tell the ones probably that are rentals versus owner occupied. But typically larger lots, so you're not right on top of your neighbors. There's about 300 homes in here. We send out postcards in here quite a bit, and we have people actively looking in here just because it's a great area. So we'll go down one more street. Actually, what I'm going to do is there's a charter school over here too. That a lot of people, obviously you have to apply and get into the charter school, but it's a nice option if you want to do something other than the Washington County School District. It is through Washington County School District, but it's a little different. People like it. You have to take your kid there though. There's no bus service.
It's nice if you live here because it's so close.
You can walk. Yeah. And then the nice thing about in here is there's a Facebook group for the neighborhood. So they talk quite a bit in there. I'm not a member because I don't live in here, but I can tell you a lot of the people who live in here like to be on that. A lot of activities going on. And like we said, you can hop on the Mount Rose Freeway right here.
Yeah.
You can be in Lake Tahoe in 30 minutes, Carson City in 25 minutes, Sparks in 20 minutes. You just go down around the roundabout and stay on Veterans.
Yeah. 5 minutes from the Summit Mall at most.
Yeah, real close to the Summit Mall and Wedge Parkway. That Rayleigh's is right there. So they just built this huge self-storage. I wouldn't say everyone loves it. I've sold a house on Bozeman before.
I would say though, for self-storage, it looks nice. A lot of them look like horrible concrete prisons, and this is a nice looking storage.
And they had to keep the lights down there.
Yeah.
There was a lot of work done to satisfy. But you can see how close we are right to.
Yeah, here's our high school.
So typically a lot of people get up here and then they go right to Galena High School.
Yeah.
Here's the charter school.
Yeah, right across the street.
So that's Doral Academy. Very popular. We have a lot of friends. Love it. They have a little different curriculum than Washoe County. Oh, there's a new house here. There's an open lot and they're building a house, of course.
New custom build.
And then we have Galena High School. Don't you have kids that go to Galena High?
No, mine are at Damani, but a lot of friends because our zoning got split in our neighborhood. This is a beautiful high school, very popular high school in Reno as well. A lot of good feedback from
It's one
families.
of the STEM ones, so people like that.
Yes.
And you can kind of see the G on the hill.
Yeah.
A lot of activities to go around here.
Yes.
So it's really close. So if you live in the neighborhood, your kids could probably ride their bikes or walk. I've sold some houses on this side before. So
Right across
like
the
I
way.
said, there's a pretty high demand in here just because it's still pretty reasonable. Under $1 million typically, unless you have a 3,500 square foot house. These are a little bit different. So this neighborhood came in, you can kind of see how
A little newer.
stucco, a little different. And then we're kind of getting out of the area. I just want to we'll drive down the wedge and cut this tour off. So let us know what you think about these. Here's another church. So there's 2 churches in the neighborhood.
Yep.
We're getting a lot of comments about this. A lot of people have suggestions on other neighborhoods. We'd like to hear from you. Please comment in our areas that you can comment. Leave us messages on what else. I think someone was asking about one of the HOAs we were talking about last time. So keep them coming.
Yeah.
If you like our videos, please check it out. And I'm just gonna hop on the freeway to show you how close it is. So we're getting back on the Melrose.
Yeah. Right back to the highway
So
immediately.
it's a big loop that we just did.
Yeah.
And then there's another neighborhood over here, the Country Estates, that we'll do probably another day.
And right back down.
And then this kind of takes you down the wedge. And then there's a soccer field down here. So just really cool proximity as people get a little crazy driving. Swerving around. I'm probably sure I did the same. And then this is Wedge Parkway. So this takes you down to the South Reno soccer complex and Little League baseball field where we're spending a lot of time.
Real close neighborhood, grocery store, banks.
Yep. So there's a lot of amenities right in here, a gas station. And then right down here, Elena, you can kind of see you can get either Carson or Reno.
Yep.
So
Very
I know
quickly.
a lot of people who live in this neighborhood that commute to Carson. And it's very quick. So, all right, anything else you have to add?
No, great job. I think it's just a beautiful neighborhood, good option to check out.
Yeah, and it gets you out of the valley where the houses are a little closer. So this gives you a 1/4 acre, not right on top of your houses.
Right.
And then these houses are just really well built.
Yeah,
And the pride of the neighborhood kind of shows when you're in there. So.
absolutely.
And it's good for like Halloween.
Yeah.
We do trick-or-treating in there. A lot of kids running around, and it's a great area to raise a family. So,
Good.
all right, until next time,
Okay.
you guys make sure that you like our videos, give us a thumbs up, share, give Lena a call if you have any questions about mortgages, or if you're interested in the neighborhood and want to know more. We're your local realtor. So, thanks.